Hi, my name is George Moore from Moore's Sewing Center, and I'm here at a national convention, and I'm talking with Ed Moore, who is my brother, and he is the vice president of the Koala company, as well as the lead designer. And we want to spend some moments here to talk about what it takes to create the perfect sewing environment, the environment that you can come and sit down and totally get lost in the creating process. So Eddie, why don't you share with some of the steps that you've done?
Sure. Well, one of the neat things is I've met thousands of people over my career, and everything that we do in the Koala studio is something that we've done from a suggestion from a customer like you, and have given us an idea, and we're all about creating studios and sanctuaries. We want to create something very special for you, so when you retire to that space and that place, you'll enjoy it, and you'll enjoy your Koala, but everything that you do about it. So as you look around the room here, we make studios in all different sizes and shapes. They're designed for different types of machines, but different types of genres of sewing. We have studios that you sit at. We have studios that companion pieces that allow you to create these rooms. As you start to look at the wall back there, we have all different types of what we call studio suites. Our average customer actually purchases 1.5 studios. I always wonder which one they're cutting in half, but they actually do. Some of the things that make them quite unique. First of all, as you look to the far right over there, we make a small compact studio called a Cub. And next behind it here, we make 53-inch width models, which is just over 4 feet. And then as you start to see here, we make 70-inch width models. So we have 3 different widths of studios. We make them in 3 different heights. We have a 29.25-inch height. We have a 32.25-inch height, and a 35.25 height. And that's extremely important. We have an ergonomic design that's capable of accommodating any person in any condition, which makes it quite lovely. For example, I'll take you out to this cabinet here, a very popular model that is designed for 2 popular embroidery machines in the market. But some of the design features that make Koala so beautiful have to do with, you'll notice how everything is shaped with a rounded beveled edge. There's no sharp edges, there's no extra plastic edge banding. Koala has the ability of shaping its board, putting its own veneers on, so everything just glides over the top. Even the machine insert that is custom made for whatever machine you have, the fabric can just flow perfectly through this and not snag or catch anywhere.
I noticed that this is not acrylic like I see in a lot of furniture.
So the acrylic issue relates to the fact that with certain fabric it creates a friction, and it's very, very difficult to actually make this insert, make it fit your machine exactly, and put a veneer on it that actually captures the veneer all the way around inside it. And it's beautifully done. You don't realize what goes into making that happen and the machinery that it takes to do that. When you look at cabinetry too, you can really tell the difference in the quality of cabinetry by how it is accessorized. For example, with the drawer boxes, Koala's drawer boxes are all full extension drawer boxes. They're 18-inch full extension drawer glides. They have 4 sides with a separate face. Every drawer box is cam locked and wooden doweled together. They're designed actually to hold up to 125 pounds, and they have hydraulic cushions on them that when they close, they automatically stop and then close, like you can see right here, and just beautifully in the design. This area here is quite an important area. For this particular machine, the Babylock Solaris, it has a special embroidery module closet that holds the largest embroidery module in the industry. And this is designed to simply work with the embroidery module. This pulls out just like this. You close this back up, and if you want a hoop to be used with it, all your hoop storage is underneath as well, as you can see here. And in addition to that, on the right side, we make a thread closet. And this thread closet is designed to hold up to 100 spools or mini king cones of thread. Each one of these shelves are on magnetic clips like this, so you can easily get to the spool on the back row. And all the spool pins are metal, they're not plastic. Again, everything is beveled, everything is rounded. It's signature of what Koala does. And then what's really important has to do with this lift system. When you're dealing with a machine like this that you'll spend $15,000 to $20,000 for, you need to have a lift that can lift up to 85 pounds. This moves up and down on a direct drive rack and pinion system, which means This lift is going up and down on both sides on steel tracks with steel gears, so that when this platform gets to the top, there's no deflection or vibration in it at all. So when you take this embroidery module and you connect it to the machine, this connection can be damaged if this is not level or if it vibrates. And so with this particular cabinet, it's designed to accommodate the biggest and best machines and provide storage for the component parts that are very much an important part of a studio. We can operate the studio with a remote control or a toggle switch. It just depends on how you want to operate it.
Eddie,
yes.
May I ask, what's the advantage for the different heights?
Well, first of all, the first height relates to storage. So every Koala studio is made so that you can lower the cabinet completely. There is a board that matches the top of the cabinet that fills in this opening, and then you can store it up. All the Koala studios have bifold doors, so actually on each side, so everything can close up, and you can actually end up with a cabinet that's 70 inches wide, which is just under 6 feet, and 24.5 inches deep.
But you do have smaller cabinets.
We do have smaller. As you can see over there, that model is a 53-inch width model, and the model behind it's a 36-inch width model. So a lot of our customers will put several pieces together in a room. They have more than one machine to accommodate their serger, to accommodate their sewing machine. Like you see over here, a lot of these are used for cutting tables as well for it. But what's neat about the Koala furniture, though, is we build these in the Midwest, just outside of Chicago. We're excited about the families in America that we employ, but we're equally excited about the ability that we can build this for you. And one of the very important parts of the studio has to do with the ergonomic design of the studio. And when you understand the science of ergonomics, what you realize there are certain drivers that dictate how your body's going to perform when you're doing an endeavor, whether you're walking or riding a bicycle or sitting at a desk. Well, in sewing, what we've learned is the primary driver has to do with your line of sight. So as you set up to a cabinet, this cabinet is actually 3 inches taller than a standard height studio. The studio right behind us is 29.25 inches, which was the height of your treadle machines that were introduced in the mid-19th century. It's been the office furniture height ever since. The challenge with that, it rarely fits anyone. The reason it doesn't fit anyone is because there's no variables in the design that can adjust to accommodate the individual. So when a person's sewing, by building this 3 inches taller, I have the ability of taking a chair that can go all the way up to bar stool height, and because I have this range of motion, I can deal with the primary driver that dictates how you're going to sit and sew, and that primary driver has to do with your line of sight. So as I pull up to this, okay, I need to be able to get my eye line in a position that I don't have to go like this to see through my bifocals to pass the fabric into the line of sight. I need something to be able to adjust to make that happen. A lot of us deal with aging issues, cervical spine issues. So if we're not in a comfortable position with our shoulders or our spine, that's problematic. So by building it taller, I now can raise this chair up, and as I raise the chair up, I now can slide into the cabinet. And as I sit here, I now can move my chair height until I get to the place where my line of sight is perfect. I'm looking through my bifocals, I can see below the profile of the machine, and my neck is in a very comfortable position. So now that sets a chain reaction that goes through your body. And so I have to deal with my lumbar, my hips, my knees. But what Koala does, we make an adjustable floor. And this floor is adjusted at 4 different levels. First of all, I can sew with my feet on this platform here, and I'm about 5'10", and I know with my feet on that platform that this is the perfect height for the rest of my body. But then I can sew with this. If I was 6 feet or 6'2", we would customize this by building this floor open, like you would see right behind us here. That floor is open in that position. And then what happens? We then have the ability of adjusting this so that it fits each individual person. So number one, if let's say I needed my feet to raise up just 3/4 of an inch, this platform, these foot pegs are designed to come on and off, and this board is just 3/4 of an inch that can lay on top here, and laying on top, you can use it in your foot control rest. Or if I wanted more than an inch, you have these just different height legs. You get a set of 5 for each of the foot control rests. So if you needed it to be up a little higher, you then put this in, just like this. The point I want to make is what we do with Koala Studios is because we build a variable in height on the top and a variable in height on the bottom, I can accommodate this for any individual. And what's important to appreciate, the group that we're dealing with, where we are in our age, how we set up to this cabinet today will be different 3 years from now. So as my line of sight change, I have the ability of adjusting to accommodate that and adjusting to accommodate that with your legs.
Now, Eddie, I noticed that Koala has a brand new website.
Yes.
It's koalacabinets.com.
Yep.
And on that website, if a person was to go, they can actually customize their order. And it has a special 20% discount. Is that correct?
Yes.
But how do they get that cabinet delivered?
So we have a very, we call it a top drawer delivery service, which is a white glove delivery service. And so once you place the order, we will custom build this with the accessories you want, the height you want, the color you want, and we have it delivered to your home within 8 to 12 weeks. They'll bring it into your home upstairs or downstairs. They set it completely up for you, so it's completely set up. And the cost for that is $400.
$400 to have a professional delivery service to set up the studio.
Yeah.
Now, so I want to give an invitation to you to go to koalacabinets.com and pick out your Koala cabinet. Pick out the options, choose it, print the order, and if you bring it into any Moore's Sewing Center in Southern California, and by the way, our website is moores-sew.com, bring that into us, you'll get the 20% discount. I will also pay for that white glove delivery. That's a $400 value. Plus, one of the things I was really admiring, Ed, was the way this thread right here, the way this all organizes. Now, right here, this actually is a collection of 100 spools of Madeira thread. These are 1,100 yards.
Yeah, these are rayon spools that are beautifully used for embroidery, the best embroidery thread in the world. 1,100 yard spool actually has 200,000 embroidery stitches on it. And so it's amazing what you get with this. You'll have a lifetime of silk thread here. So those 100 spools will perfectly fit in this thread closet.
Now this has a retail value of
$650.
Okay, I'm doing the math, that's $1,000 plus. Now the other thing is, Koala has a special 36 months interest-free financing program. So that way you can do this on monthly payments, and so you can have your perfect Koala studio. And so again, now I'm making this offer to those who are who can purchase from Moore's Sewing Center, and you also have this opportunity all the way through September 7th. I believe that's right after Labor Day. And so just bring in your order to any Moore's Sewing Center, and that way you get the special deal, which is 20% off the retail price. You get the free white glove delivery and the free thread. So Ed, thank you. I enjoy working with my brother. I see him once a year at these conventions here, but I really want to hope that you can create your perfect sewing studio there in your home. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.